Dude, if you're not grilling or smoking meats and drinking a beer right now, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Well, then maybe on the way home.
Shit.
Maybe on the way home to do
You might
that.
be going to work.
But here's the deal. If this
meats.
intro doesn't make you want to go drink a beer and smoke something and grill and hang out with your best mates or your best friends, and you know what? Then there is really something wrong with you.
You don't want to drink till you black out.
Yes.
Right. Do you ever get like angry? Like I get angry in the morning when I wake up and I'm driving through the neighborhood and I see a guy like with a smoker. He's like getting out there. He's firing it up.
You son of a
I can only imagine what he's going to cook. Like if you're getting up this early, you're probably cooking a brisket or something.
Pull over and ask him.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm going to work now. I'm like,
man,
this is horrible.
I think about that, and I do know what you're talking about. I see that, and I think about that, right? But then I also think you're not grilling as much as I'm grilling. All them days that you're not grilling, which is like all of your days, right?
All of your days.
I'm doing it. I'm living your life, and it just happens today. I got to go to work.
He's getting a glimpse of your life.
Yeah. You get one day of my life. So, yeah, great. Good for you, bro. Do you?
So there.
You do you, boo.
I did see a guy like pulling I took a picture of it driving to work. It's like 6:30 in the morning. I can't remember there's a competition barbecue team that was on the side of it. I'll go through my pictures and I'll find it and I'll give you a shout out. But it was one of those like, man, where are you going with that pit?
Yeah, no,
I definitely get that one.
That's different.
Yeah,
when you see that pit, you're like,
oh, yeah.
Damn, I could be
Especially
on the road
if it's a
right
Friday.
now.
You're like, oh, they're headed to competition.
Yeah.
They're
Or
going.
even a Thursday.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
It's true. Yeah. Yeah. It's Thursday. You're like, oh, they're going to a big competition.
I get that. No, I do get that. I'm like, man. I just want to ride behind them a little bit.
Right.
Just kind of figure like, hey, what's going on?
Or if you see them on a Sunday afternoon, evening, you're like, oh, how'd you do?
Yeah. Google
How'd
it.
go?
Yeah. You can see from their face, right?
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
like,
for sure. I started looking them up on Instagram because if they won, they posted.
They posted. That's funny. I thought I was the only one who did that.
Yeah, I feel obligated to tell you guys now that I'm getting free ice at the gas station now.
Oh, welcome to the club.
I'm no longer whatever I have done. I've already paid
Pariah.
I've already paid my penance, so I'm free now.
It's so funny. Every time you go in there, like, oh, this one's on me. I'm like, everyone's been on you for like the last 6 months. I don't understand, but I love it. I mean, I do love it.
This particular case was a little bit different exchange.
Was it the guy? The same guy?
It was the guy.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was the guy. I was like, maybe he listens to the podcast now. I don't know.
He doesn't. And you know what? He's
he listens.
He's a very nice guy.
Super nice.
Right.
One of my favorite guys.
Listen, I cannot remember his name, and I've talked to him, and I just introduced
Bill. I think his name's Bill. Fred? Bob.
I don't know.
Anyways.
But he's a very nice guy.
Yeah. So I ordered a large bag of ice with my purchase of beer.
With a small bag.
And he's like, first, he goes, I'm going to charge you a small bag. I'm like, all right. I mean, that's a step in the right direction.
Hey, you're like,
that.
I'm saving 40.
That's a
60,
win.
That's a
Hey, there's a guy right next to me is like, your ass ain't getting no free ice like this. Or, no, I mean, upgraded ice. You ain't getting no upgrades.
Hey, that's like a 60-cent difference.
Right. He starts ringing it up, and it's like saying, he's like, just large bag of ice. I'm like,
yeah, that's what I ordered.
All right, yeah.
No, I'm just letting you know. Free. No, I'm just letting you know. I already ordered the large bag.
Right. But he did have to money. He's like, I'll charge you for a small bag, but you pick up a big bag.
Oh, so nice.
You pick up the big bag.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah. No, I understand this. I'm following you.
Tell me what cooler it's in.
And then he might have had an issue ringing it up. I don't know what the deal is. Finally, he was just like, no, you just go ahead. Free bag. I'm like,
just take the beer for free too. Just walk out the store.
At this point, if you know he's screwing up with his machine, you're like, I need 2 bags. Actually.
I didn't even check.
I said 3 bags.
I didn't even check my receipt. He might have charged me.
He probably did.
He charged you for 7 bags.
I think he did charge you, James. Because look, he's a very cool dude. But last time he told me, he's like, and he thought I didn't hear him, and I'm like, I heard you, brother. But he's like, no, I just get it. It's okay. I said, okay, yeah, I got that. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. And then he goes, it's free. You can get it. I'm like, I get that. You already said it.
He wants you to know.
I get it.
He's
I get it.
hooking you up.
And then right before I walked out, he goes, I said, hey, man, I appreciate it, brother. You don't got to do that. Hey, listen, I'm just trying to, I already got the beer. I already got the candies and the chips. I already got it all. Just add the 68 cent a bag of ice and we're good to go, right? and then he's like, no. You good customer. I was like, hey, I appreciate that, brother. Hey, yep, thanks. And then he's like, go to this cooler over here. And he watched me. And he's like, because he goes, go to last cooler. Last cooler is a small bag of ices. If you go to the front cooler, it's a 20-pound bag of ice. And I stopped, and I walked outside, and I stopped at the 20-pound, and I looked at him, right? And he was checking somebody out, but the whole time he's creeping on me, right? And I said, this one? And he shook his head, no, this one. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
So you get a free small bag.
Well, I only ordered a small bag.
Oh, I got you.
Right? So, but I was joking with him because I was going to go to the small one anyways. I know where it is, but right before I walked out, he told me 3 times, it's free. I'm hooking you up. I'm like, okay, man, I appreciate it. I can't say thank you so many different ways, right? I only have a couple of ways. Thank you is one. Thanks a lot.
Dankeschön?
I appreciate it. There's 3. So,
Gracias.
But when I stopped at the big one, I was I pointed and I said, right here? And he's like, no, this one. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
You're
I got you, bro. Yeah.
Maybe he's waiting for you to dab him up or something bro.
I will dab him up.
Yeah.
You're in
He's a
the
great
crew
guy.
now.
He's a great guy.
How much
You're
for
part of
one
the crew.
ice?
Yeah. How much for 1 cube?
Yeah.
Brad?
All
I
these-
thought Brad had quit there,
Yeah.
and Brad's still there.
No,
Brad's
he's still
back.
there.
But you know what? Brandon gave me free ice.
No, not
No.
really.
So I'm saying.
Brad does listen to podcasts.
I know.
Yeah.
I like Brad.
All
Brad,
right,
where's the free ice?
We're not trying to get on to a 20-minute story about ice.
You probably
this-
cut all that out, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
This is the Grabbing the Brisket podcast. Thank you for choosing what is one podcast out of, I don't know, a billion?
Well, how many other...
Yeah.
There's everybody with
How
a
many-
podcast now.
how
Are you
many-
seeing this?
No, I know. But how many other freaking barbecue podcasts were you going to fucking listen to? Let's think about that. Hey, if we're not the go-to barbecue podcast, bro, you're doing something wrong in your life. You got to start scrolling or something. Get in our little wheelhouse. We're going to bring you back and be like, yep, you're right. These guys are number one.
If you're trying to get down on your knowledge on liquid gold,
Yeah.
brisket liquid gold, this is not the podcast for you.
No, it's not.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to hear about flying briskets over to North Korea and having hot grease fall out, this is the podcast for you. This is the
Okay.
one that we're talking about.
I will
right?
say that there are other good barbecue podcasts. Barbecue Nation is a great one, but
Barbecue Nation's a wonderful
But
podcast.
we are a shit ton of fun. I will say that.
Now, here's the deal. Wait, Barbecue Nation's a great podcast, right?
It's a great radio program.
It is. They're all great. I'm not going to down rap anybody else's thing. And here's the deal.
They might not all be great.
Well, no, they're all trying. And I listen to them, and I'm a fan, right? Because I'm a fan of our show as well. I do listen to our show for critique and feedback and whatever else. But I'm also listening to other people's shows, not to steal anything, because I never steal a bit or
Maybe a
anything
little
else.
bit.
No, I don't want to steal anything.
I do.
However, I do notice that we are way more engaging, and on top of that, we want to get more in the meat and potatoes of this cookout. Come to here, right?
But we just want to have fun, right?
I don't know.
Give some barbecue information and have some freaking fun.
Yeah, you're right.
That's it.
Girls
Hey.
just want to have fun.
Hey, real quick, can we just talk about this for a second?
Let's go.
MBBQA,
A new partnership.
a new partnership.
Let's get into that.
And I'll tell you right now, if you're not getting down and looking at the MBBQA and what they have to offer, you're not going to excel the way you think you are. You're not going to excel as fast as you could have had you just taken a leap and joined an organization that's going to take care of you. You're going to get back tenfold what you put in, and in most cases more than tenfold.
Yeah, it's the networking, really.
It is.
I mean, they do a lot of stuff, but the networking, if you're trying to get into food trucks, if you're trying to get at your rub to market, if you're doing competition, your restaurant, any of it, they've got people literally that are part of their organization that are just literally sitting by their phones and their computers waiting to answer your questions.
And not to mention, you're dealing with Hall of Famers, people that started their very first barbecue restaurant that was what was the pit? The Old Hickory pits, right? You're talking to the guy that invented the very first Old Hickory pit. You're talking to the people that like have been around for 30, 40 years, right? And in the game, right? As they weren't adults 30 or 40 years ago, right?
Right.
And then again, you're talking to the grand champions, the people that have won the world champions. You're talking to people that have been where you want to be, and and they can tell you a little map, right? And they can show you how to get to where you want to get. I don't know. I think it's an awesome organization, to be honest with you.
And now they're kind of hand in hand with the Barbecue News magazine. So if you're part of the MBBQA, you're getting access to all that. You're getting the magazine, you're getting digital format of that, and whatever else. So it's pretty damn cool. And they're partners with the show now.
I love it, guys.
So yeah, our new partners, the MBBQA and the Barbecue News magazine, they are actually partnering with us, sponsoring, if you will, the Hot Off the Grill Barbecue News segment.
Says, hey, don't burn yourself.
Okay.
That's sexy. I love everything about that.
You did that.
No, that just happens when I say it.
Okay. Say it again.
Yeah, all I have to say is hot off the grill, and that happens.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
Yeah. Anyways, just a couple of quick little tidbits. Is tidbits the right word? I don't know.
Tidbitties?
Tiggle.
You were correct, John.
We're all 12. Okay.
Yeah, it's all funny still.
Aren't we all 12?
That's the funny thing about it. No matter how old you are, it's still
laughing
funny.
fart jokes.
So I got two little things. The first one is kind of this just popped into my head like a little while ago, and I was just thinking about like what we should talk about. Our buddy Matt Gork Boys Barbecue.
Yep.
He's now on QVC. And he's sending out his pulled pork and pulled brisket. So
Dude,
I think that's super cool. He teamed up with what is it, Rostelli Butcher Company or somebody, some meat company. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can look on his page. Go to gorkboys.com or check him out on social media and see where to order his stuff. But I just think it's super cool, and it's congratulations to him. Because I mean, I don't have a lot else to tell you about it other than I think it's super cool.
Oh yeah, dude, that's fantastic. That's awesome. I mean, we've had Matt on the show before. Mm-hmm. Go back and check out that episode. But that's super nice. Like a guy that's a teacher in Philadelphia and getting into barbecue and all that good stuff, and now, boom, you can purchase his meats on QVC. I mean, that's awesome. That has to be a top moment for him, and we're happy for him. Congratulations.
It's super cool. And if you watch it, like I was watching some clips from him or whatever, he's on there. It's not just like they have his stuff on there. Like he's on there communicating with them, cooking and showing them stuff as they're doing it. It's super cool. Jang, you're giving me this look like, God dang, I want to do that.
I do want to do that.
That's the look you're giving.
Yeah. That's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. It's super cool. Super, super cool. So the one I saw, he was doing pork, but he had mentioned that coming up in the next couple of weeks, he'll be doing his brisket on there. So check him out and figure out when he's going to be on there with the brisket, because you probably want to try it. It's probably really good.
Nice. I always have those flashbacks of those QVC fails. What was
the ladder?
The ladder one.
Yeah,
it was a giant ladder.
They're
not
so
giant ladder.
jacked up. You're like, you're never going to walk again. That type of hurt. Yeah, you're like,
dang.
well, get a wheelchair.
Right.
You're going to be there for a while.
If TikTok were around back then, oh no.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love that.
All right. The other one is, and this is mostly relevant, I guess, if you're in Colorado, because this is the Denver Barbecue Festival. It looks like a huge festival. From what I saw on their website, it's 30,000 pounds of meat they're going to be cooking out there. A bunch of different barbecue teams, barbecue guys are going to be out there cooking.
Is this like the largest? I think I read it. Like, this might be the largest festival in the world.
I don't know, but it's huge.
Is that Mile High Stadium in Denver?
It's at the Empower Field, at Mile High. So yeah, it's the football stadium out there. And apparently, this guy's done a couple other ones. The guy that's kind of running this thing, and I can't remember the name to save my life, but he did Q in the Lou and a couple other ones. But it's going to be a big, huge thing. It's going to be June 17th through the 19th, and if you get on there and order some what they're calling pit passes now, and they're selling out quick. Like I went on there today, and there was only a couple of spots left as far as that, because there's different hours or whatever you can go. It's $110, but it's all you can eat and all you can drink. So
that's worth it.
$110, like you can get really drunk and really full.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
And I saw the lineup. Like you shot the lineup. Like there was Blues Hog.
Yeah, Tim Shear, Blues Hog. The dude, Nick Woolfolk from Operation Barbecue Relief, Black's Barbecues, and there was another 10 or 12 of them on there. And the reason I even knew about this is Kel Phelps, Barbecue News Magazine, reached out to me and said he's going to be out there helping out Todd Johnson from Plowboys Barbecue. So he was like, he's going to work my ass off. But
Oh yeah.
It's worth it.
yeah, it's just a good time for any of that kind of stuff. And really, you don't have to pay to get in at all. Like, you can go there for free and just get in. But if you can help it and try to get yourself one of those pit passes, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want more info on that, go to denverbbqfest.com, and we'll have a link in the description of this episode. So check it out. It should be a really good time.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I love? I love drinking this sour right now.
I'm sorry?
This sour that I'm drinking.
What are you drinking?
This sour. This is a awesome sauce sour seltzer.
Are we sliding into the...
Yeah, I think we're going there.
I feel like you've already slid. You're halfway to second base at this point.
So we're sliding into the...
He's like that kid that slid.
grab him in the...
And got up and then rolled and then slid again and then got up and rolled again and slid. And he's like, you're just like, just go, touch home base. This is the grabbing the brisket. Review.
That might be the
It's
worst
more like
one ever.
It's more like grabbing the brisket. Seltzer.
What the hell are we drinking? Review.
I don't know.
It's like Alka-Seltzer.
James, you bought this? You want to tell us what it is?
Yeah. Do you think they make Alka-Seltzer flavored drinks like this? Or is it just...
I don't know. I'm going to taste this in just a second.
Okay.
But,
so we obviously we're huge fans of the Martin House Brewing. And they came out with a couple of seltzers. Little 12-pack of these not hard, but they're sour seltzers.
yeah, it's a combo of a sour and a seltzer.
Correct.
Really.
So, awesome sauce is what they call it. Sour seltzer comes in 4 different flavors. We got a wild watermelon. I think there is a strawberry splash.
A roaring grape and a Raj. What's
A
the
what?
Raj?
Raz.
Raj?
Raspberry.
Raz. Oh, I'm sorry, Raz. Oh, raspberry. Okay.
Raz.
Raz.
What's wrong with you?
Well, tomato, potato. Go F yourself. So, yeah, this thing is what is this? 100 calories, 0 sugar, and 2 grams of carbs.
It's a light beer.
It's a very, very light.
Yeah.
What's the alcohol percentage on this?
5.2?
Yeah, I think it is 5.2.
Well, that's kind of high. That's actually better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
What's that whole Back to the Future's like? Your kids are gonna love them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's sour. It tastes like you just got like a warhead in your mouth, like just sourness.
Kind of, but it just doles it out real quick, right?
Do we have
Right.
3 different flavors here?
Yeah.
We do.
Okay, I've got the strawberry splash.
What do you have, James?
The
wild-
wild watermelon.
All right, and I've got the roaring grape. They're all going to taste differently, right? But all kind of taste the same, I would imagine. There's just a fruit flavor different in each one, right?
Right. Yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. For me, this tastes like if you've ever made Kool-Aid and forgot to put the sugar in, it's like a bite and it's sour and it's like there's something wrong. That's what it tastes like for me.
Mm.
And I love Martin House. I'm not just talking trash. I love Martin House. Like most
Give
of
it
the
a
stuff
drink.
like I already drank earlier. I drank the blue raspberry one, which none of us have right now. This has the same kind of aftertaste for me. And honestly, I drank all the blue raspberry, so it did grow on me. It did grow on me a little bit. So maybe the strawberry one will too. But yeah, I guess give me a second to.
Yeah, there's almost like there's a smell when you go to drink something. You smell right at the same time. There's a smell and a taste that kind of reminds you of something that's like stale or old. Kind of, right?
It smells like a pixie stick.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But there's something there. I'm not sure what that was, right? However, when you drink it, and you have another drink, and another drink, and another drink. Right now, I feel like I'm drinking grape Fanta. This definitely has a Fanta taste to it, for sure. Mine does.
Yeah, I feel like that might be a little tiny transition, a little Fanta transition to mention our TikTok video with the Fanta ribs.
Nope, I didn't. We didn't just segue.
I felt like you were trying to. You said Fanta.
There it
so
is. I guess.
Okay, well, I mean, we're
this
going to
into
give a
any
score.
words.
Yeah, we should give it a score, but
Yeah,
I think we should definitely touch on that.
We'll just talk.
We will.
Yeah, I mean, right now I was trying to give a score.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm drinking the Grape Fanta style one. First of all, I like what they're doing here. I like the cans. The cans look awesome. The back of every can looks identical. The front of every can is different depending on which one you're drinking. Right? We also have a plane that's flying overhead right now. John's work can't stop. Can't leave us alone. You know, that's what that is.
You're looking for me.
Yeah, there he is. So yeah, I'm having the Grape Fanta. It's called the Roaring Grape, and it actually tastes a lot better than my very first drink. My very first drink, I was like, "There's something weird." Second drink, I was like, "Okay." Third drink, I'm like, "Damn, I kind of like this." So
It definitely is a change of pace beer.
it is. It's refreshing. This is
not a
light.
beer.
I'm pouring this in glasses with some
Change
ice.
your pace drink.
Maybe a squeeze of lime, and I'm driving to work in the morning with this bad boy.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This is how this beer makes me feel. It's 5.2% alcohol by volume. Thank you, Martin House. And you know what? Thank you. How about you're welcome for the 7.8?
Is that your score?
7.8.
Okay, 7.8. Wow, that's really freaking high. James, you want to jump in there?
I'm going to go a little bit lower. I'm not a fan of the watermelon, but I've had the grape before. Dude, if you're a fan of sour and you're a fan of
Fanta.
seltzer, I mean, this might be up your... this is craft as well. This is not the Trulies. This is not the seltzers that you're
Oh, this is
accustomed
way better than Truly.
to getting. It definitely is like you're kind of like sucking on a warhead, a sour
Or Pixie Stick.
type deal, and then drinking seltzer. You kind of get that flavor. It's growing on me. I'm not a huge fan of the watermelon flavor. I'll just put it right there up front. I don't like a lot of artificial watermelon. I've already had the grape.
Okay.
I like the grape. The grape smelled just like that.
The Otter Pops, little popsicles.
Yeah, you said Otter Pops earlier. The smell of it just smelled. But I'm also right there with you. I love sweet stuff. I want some more sugar. But this is a change of pace drink. It definitely messes with your palate just a little bit when you're drinking beer or whatever. I'm not trying to go super long-winded or whatever. I'm just going to go straight to the point.
Hold on. I do agree with you because you have been drinking a light beer, like a Coors Light, right? And you all of a sudden you drink this, and it's polar opposites. This thing has a way different flavor profile than what your beer did, and I think once you single it out and you just kind of leave it. Right, you're like, hey, listen, I've already had the Coors Light. You clear your palate and you have this a few drinks of this. It starts to grow on you. You're like, oh, damn, this is a really good drink. Right? Am I wrong on this?
No, I think
I'm
we're
going to go with a solid 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Were you expecting higher or lower?
I was expecting a 7.3. I don't know what you're drinking over there. A watermelon drink.
Let me ask you this. You said you like sweets. Would you recommend something adding, like, I don't know, sugar or Splenda or something to this?
Definitely not.
Don't do that?
I already tried that with the grape, and it turned out like shit.
It was some funny shit. I wish I would have videoed that.
Is that why the Splenda's out there?
Yeah, he put some
Oh,
Splenda
dude,
in his
no
last
wonder.
one.
Like, I'm like, what are y'all doing?
It tastes like the grape one I had is like it tastes like grape Kool-Aid, but
Well,
it just doesn't have any sweetness to it. I
That's,
was like,
but I like that. I don't eat sugar for
Correct.
my tea. I have unsweet tea and I have water.
Black
Like,
coffee?
I don't. I black coffee. I'm not drinking Cokes. Like this thing is very.
there's
sweet
a million
to me.
people out there that are right on board with you. I saw a video today how to drink unsweet tea, and a guy was like taking a glass of unsweet tea and just pouring it down the drain.
That says hateful.
Yeah.
I drink unsweet tea all the time.
all the time. I love unsweet tea. I like it better than sweet tea.
I don't drink sweet tea. That shit makes me sick.
Yeah, it's too
Right.
sweet.
But this does conclude.
Can I give a score real quick?
Yeah,
Just we'll do
John
it real
gets a
quick.
score, too.
Just like real quick, slide
Yeah.
under my score.
You know what? Let me conclude it this time,
Yeah,
John.
I'm just gonna slide in, just like right under as
I feel like we
he's-
go
yeah.
25 minutes. On
He's
these beer
way
reviews.
too-
Indiana Jones. The thing's closing. I'm sliding. I'm reaching in for my hat. Just giving my score. I'm gonna say it's like a 6.8. It's growing on me a little bit, but it's not great. It's all right. It's good. It's fine. I would drink it again.
And I would too. This is it's probably one of the best sours I've ever had, or seltzers I've ever had, right?
Or combos.
Yeah. It is the best combo drink I've ever had, right? To go back a little bit, what you just said, James, what were you saying about you're just going to, what did you just say to John? What were you just saying?
I was just saying this concludes the Grabbing the Brisket.
Beer review. Damn, it's going to cut me off and everything.
Yeah, I know, man. Like,
Screw you,
I'm
John.
sorry, can I get a word in?
I guess I'll edit my score in later. I don't know.
John, I'm going to need you to be a better production
Can I get a word in?
manager and sound engineer and help us
Damn,
make
it's like
this
that,
flow
huh?
just a little bit.
Hey,
Damn, it's like
joke's
that.
on you. I muted your mic like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Bro.
Ooh, that's nice.
You're out. No,
Yeah,
man.
it's
I
fantastic.
don't know. It's just James and I were talking about this earlier. I know we have a format that we want to keep to and whatever else. And one of the things that when I called him, he called me back, and one of the things I was talking about was like our barbecue and like things that we're always trying to do, right? Be creative, like with our content, and do something that it really is. First of all, the cooking scene on all platforms is through the roof.
Right, there's so many people doing so many creative things, which is fantastic, but it makes you hard to come up with something original.
It is very hard to be original, and one of the things that I look at and have been looking at when it comes to the barbecue scene, and when it comes to like how are you taking care of your leftovers? Like, how are you repurposing?
Huge. You don't see a lot of people
You
posting
don't
about
see
what
it.
they're doing with their leftovers.
I think that is very something like it's something that I think that you're going to see a lot more of. You're going to see a trend change a little bit in the cooking. It's like, yeah, I've already made a brisket. Great. We've seen 50 million videos of a brisket.
Right.
But guess what I just made with my brisket, right?
And we also see like the leftovers with the loaded potatoes and the nachos.
Yeah.
And you got to come up with something different.
You got to do it.
Maybe we need to do like some freaking brisket enchiladas or tamales it's always Mexican food with me. I think I'm hungry. I don't know what to tell you.
I like Mexican food a lot. I totally agree.
Put it to the people. Like, hey, what do you want to see?
Repurposing, I think that's a great idea. Like, what do you want us to make out of this brisket? Like, I don't care how hard it is. If you want to make our own pastas and our own whatever breads, we'll do everything from scratch.
I like the pasta idea. We need
We'll
to do
video
something with
it.
brisket and pasta.
We'll video it. Yeah, we'll do raviolis.
Brisket lasagna. Dude. Or the raviolis. Either one of those sounds legit.
So I'm just saying, you tell us what we're going to make with our next item that we're going to have leftovers on, and say make this with it. We'll do it or something. I don't know. I'm spitballing over here, but
No, I love it. I love
think
where
there's
your
a lot
brain's
of creativeness that can come from this, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do
that's
weird
like
video.
I guess people that have restaurants, people have barbecue restaurants, people that that's kind of their forte or whatever. Like when you're spending all the money to manufacture and produce this food, and you have leftovers,
You're going to repurpose.
Yeah, you can
it.
figure it out.
you have to figure out a way
I'm
to
sure-
redo
yeah.
it.
That's where things like the Texas Twinkie were born.
The
right?
pot stickers.
Yeah,
right?
they were like, we got to do something with it.
Yeah.
Let's shove this shit in a jalapeno with some cheese and wrap it in
Shotgun
bacon.
shells. I feel like everybody's just trying to figure out what they can stuff.
Stuff something and stuffing.
Stuff something into something.
Right.
I'm going to stuff shotgun shells inside of a chicken, inside of a turkey, inside of an alligator. Right?
Yeah.
Good luck.
And if you don't know what shotgun shells are, please go check out the internet and Google. We're talking like this is a giant pasta shell.
Yeah, what is it? Is it like it's called the cannelloni? Is that what it's called?
Is it cannelloni?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
kind
not
of
really
big,
sure
huge
what the
pasta.
technology-
Butchering that, bro.
I'm not really sure what the
What it's called?
technical name is
Right.
for that. But yeah, you blanch it, then you pull it out and you stuff it with something, and you wrap it in bacon, throw it in the pit, and you cook it.
Yeah.
And supposedly everybody, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. We haven't tried it. I have not tried it myself. But we'll try it and see if it's good.
Yeah. I don't know. These are things that I look at. Like I actually had barbecue today. Tony's Barbecue out of LaPorte, Texas. Give them a shout out. You know what they are? They're very consistent. You know, they're not doing a craft barbecue style. It's more of like it's not generic, right? Because they're doing their thing, but it's more of a family style barbecue that you would see.
Is it a chain or no? I never heard of them.
No, it's not a chain.
Okay.
They're just they have 1 or 2 locations right there, right? I think one location, but they do a great job, and they're very consistent about what they're putting out. Their brisket looks the same every time. It's not going to wow you on every front of your barbecue. However, it's going to be good barbecue. And but I was looking at it, and we got there kind of early. It was like 11:15 this morning, and literally, I'm looking around everybody there, and it looked like all the work had been done already. Right? You know that look in people's faces, like they're like, all we got to do is serve and clean up and go. Right? And that's the one thing about barbecue restaurants people don't realize. A lot of times there's people out there cooking, but they're not cooking for today.
Right.
When that smoke is rolling and you're out there waiting in line, or you're trying to get your barbecue and whatever the case may be, that smoke you're smelling, that's tomorrow's barbecue.
Right. You're smelling tomorrow's brisket.
Yeah. Yesterday's brisket's already been cooked.
Right.
And you're eating that. And a lot of people don't realize that, but 85% of all the work for cooking has been done, unless you're grilling, unless you're going to do like a Mimsey's.
If it's a place that's open for lunch and dinner, then you might be smelling dinner's chicken.
Yeah, you could be.
Like that,
you could
right?
be. But all the big proteins, that 8-hour, 10-hour, 15-hour cooks.
That ain't today's brisket. That ain't today's pork butt. Yeah.
That's right. And I think a lot of people forget that. You're like, oh, this wasn't the best. You're like, well, you're not getting 4-hour-old brisket. You're getting 18-hour-old brisket. It's already cooked. It's already been. Well, I don't know. I think it's a misconception about barbecue and whatever else. Also, I think it's very unique in on how the operations work for a barbecue restaurant, right? Like all the work has already been performed. All you're now at this point, you're waiting for people to come in, which has got to be like nervous as shit, right? It's so much anxiety.
This
you're
food's
like,
here. You better somebody.
If
better
nobody
buy it.
shows up, what happens? What do you do? And I would love to interview somebody and go like, dude, what did you do with today's barbecue that you cooked yesterday? Now you're going to serve it tomorrow. Like, it just sounds weird to say that out loud. But here's the deal. You do what you got to do. You're going to repurpose, and you're going to do something out of that. And I like I said, I think this is something that we need to talk to the people that do this for a living, right? Because you get creative. When it's your money and your sweat and your tears and your blood, let me tell you, you're gonna repurpose it, and you're gonna make something out of it, and you're gonna make it the best you can make. Now, obviously, it's gonna be the greatest thing. Maybe not, or it could be. Who knows?
Be awesome,
right?
I think to some degree they really get it down to a science where they know exactly how much I need to make.
Yeah,
I mean, they're either going to sell out or they're going to have a little bit left over, right? I mean, I don't know.
Well, it depends. And I have a guy in mind that we can get a hold of and get on the barbecue podcast, and he probably wouldn't mind coming on and sharing little tips and tricks and what he does. But yeah, I guess it all depends on what joint it is, right?
What if he's like, hey, I'm not. You never said his name.
He's like,
so
I'm not going to.
What
be
if he
on
says,
your show?
Nah, it's fine. Like 3 weeks later, it's in the cooler. I still pull it out and make something. I were like, what?
Right? I slice that brisket up and serve it.
Yeah, it's good. You're like, whoa, shit.
Yeah,
dude,
never mind.
Cut.
Right. Shout out to Derek Burnett from Back Porch Barbecue in LaGrange. We'll definitely reach out to him, see if he wants to jump on the show and give us a little feedback, because I know he's always like trying to do stuff to repurpose their foods and come up with new ideas. A lot of times they sell out of their briskets and the big proteins, so trying to come up with new type of stuff that he's always like on board. But I mean, we'll get the expert on.
Italian food is my jam right now, and I'm like in love with it.
Really? I've been on the Mexican food kick for like the last 30 years. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, Mexican's good, but it's easy. It's an easier dish, right?
I'm not making it. I'm going to get it.
No, I'm talking about making it, bro.
No, I ain't making it. I make barbecue. That's pretty much it. I'm a one-trick pony, honestly.
Nice.
That's
good
it.
for you, man.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it.
Hey, alphas don't apologize.
I'm just saying. Like, I did some Italian tonight. I did some French bread pizza, but it was like literally 3 ingredients. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That video's coming.
All right, so Father's Day is right around the corner, and I'm sure a lot of people out there would like to get a little few hints on what to maybe get their dads or husbands or whatever.
Heck yeah.
Gifts. I came across an article on BuzzFeed.com, and let me give credit where credit is due, because we definitely don't want to miss on that. It looks like we got Janae
Sites.
Janae Sites. Have you ever looked over this list?
I saw like the first two things.
It's shit.
The first thing on there I saw was
This is the worst list in the world.
electric wine opener.
Number one on the list, and I know this is not ranked like number one, like best. Maybe it's not. And maybe it is. I don't know.
I hope it's not.
Electric wine opener.
I have one of these. It works great if you keep it charged, which mine is never.
Hey, can I say it real quick? This is okay. Here's the deal. This is a 63 item list.
Obviously, we're going to go
this
through
is
all.
why you know it's going to be shit.
Yeah.
Number 3 is the split cereal bowl.
I saw that. For your father, are you? It's like getting him a tie. He's
Dad's
like,
do you fucking hate me?
Can I just smash it and slip my wrist now, or how does that work?
So funny.
They had a blackhead remover on here.
Wait, Mike's hot honey. Like that was something I would use.
I
Mike's
saw
hot
that.
honey. That looks good. I would use that.
That's a legit thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's something you go down to the grocery store and just purchase.
Yeah, but if you can't get it and whatever else. But here's the deal. This thing, and I'm not trying to be sexist or anything else, but this thing is written by a woman. Because there ain't no man going out and getting a electric wine opener and then pairing that with a blackhead remover.
God, this is hilarious.
And then the other one was a stylish lightweight jacket.
Number 7, an essential oil stick, but it shows a woman using it. How is this a Father's Day?
Like, who's making these articles? Like BuzzFeed. What's going on over there?
BuzzFeed, are you drunk? This is so funny. Dishwasher safe cold brew maker.
A puzzle plateau.
You gotta have one. Every dad needs a puzzle plateau.
Hey, the one, it's the wristband. That's a magnet wristband where you can your dad.
If
your
my
dad,
father would have said, "Hey," if I'd have said, "Hey, Dad, where's your magnetic wristband?"
that holds all your bits and your screws.
I'm probably pretty sure he would have backhanded me, right?
Okay, honestly,
like,
I don't think
"Shut
that
up,
one
hey,
is the
hold
worst
the light
idea
still."
ever, but yeah, it's just still pretty freaking corny.
Okay, the shower cup holder.
That one's good. I like that.
I like that
I like
idea.
that.
Your beer in your shower. Boom. There it
Although
is.
that looks like it holds like a skinny beer, like
It's
a
a Truly,
seltzer. So
but-
I don't know. Will that hold a regular beer? If not, then it's useless.
Scented soy candles because men love soy. Nothing says father like a soy candle.
I love you, Dad.
How about this portable charcoal grill? Did you see this? It's not even a Weber. Like you could have gone with the Smoky Joe or something.
It looks
this thing
like
looks like crap.
It
and
looks
it's
like
$100.
It's a pot.
It looks like crap.
It's a cooler.
It looks like a pot, like 8-quart pot that you have a lid on top.
It's a cooler and grill combo.
Oh, I see. This is okay. I see. So this is a tote. Like the cooler goes in, or the smoker grill, whatever, goes into there.
Right. And when you're done cooking, you just dump the ice water on top of the hot coals, and you zip everything up, and everything's good, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the dumbest shit I ever
Yeah,
seen.
but here's the deal. Now, I did see it says the hot sauce and hot honey sampler set. This may be good, but don't buy this set because it's some generic, made by some other company thing.
Right. Dad doesn't want that.
Go local. Go find something that's in your area. It's like some guy making this out of their house or whatever else. You're going to get the best ingredients, and it's not going to be mass produced. And that's how you want to do that.
Hey, one of them is a bundle of decadent meat products. And,
I saw that.
And I wouldn't say decadent meat products. Look,
One of the pictures is hot dogs, and 2 of the other pictures are the same damn picture.
right. Get him a Snake River Farm. Get him a Wagyu brisket. Get him
Or a
some
tomahawk
some
or something.
steaks.
Yeah.
Here you go, Dad.
or one that's been marinated or
Here's a
dry
case.
aged or wet aged
Yeah.
in Maker's Mark, right?
Here's a bottle of
Those are
bourbon.
hilarious.
Hey.
Here is a juicy steak here. Let's
Hey,
go.
An outdoor wine table.
How about the grippy slippers?
Yeah, I saw those too.
You don't want him to slip and fall. Like,
So funny.
I fall
There was a
I can't
classic
get up.
PJ set.
You got to get those.
PJs are never a wrong gift, right? For anybody.
Yeah.
I've seen like 4 gifts on here that are like relevant for dads. Most of this stuff is literally garbage. Literally things that you're like, oh, thank you so much.
Right.
You take it home and dump it in the trash.
Dude, Who's this? Janae? Janae, come on, man. You got to do better. Hey, the pair of foot peel masks?
That's disgusting.
It's not even sanitary.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you're actually supposed to have a little callus on your feet because you don't want to introduce like bacteria or anything else. Like, it's actually helpful. Just saying.
On theme bottle labels. So this is for first time dads to toast to new parenthood, and the all the sleepless nights, dirty diapers, and 3 a.m. feedings that it brings. So the labels on these drinks are dirty diapers, sleepless nights, and stuff like it. It looks like shit. It literally looks disgusting.
Hey,
I don't like any of this.
Hey, if you want to get your dad a present for Father's Day, which is coming up, by the way,
Right.
how about just go and get your old man like a juicy steak, perfectly cooked, some potatoes, maybe some green beans,
And
or
then
something.
leave him alone for the afternoon.
Yeah, and don't
That's
talk
what he
to him.
wants.
And
Hey,
do not
Dad,
talk to him.
Do you want 18 holes?
Yeah.
We'll give you a what do you call it? Like a member, not a membership, but a
free round.
A free round.
There it is. Take your buddies.
Here's some beer. Here's some.
Look, and here's the deal. Like, your dad's lying to you. Like, great. He wants a book. He wants the tie. He wants the whatever.
He wants a grab him in a brisket shirt is what he wants.
Let me tell you what you gave him. Yeah, give him a crab and brisket shirt. But I'll tell you something else you gave him. Why don't you give him something to do with his friends? A guy's fishing trip. That's what you do for your dad. Like, get his buddies involved. He's going to have the best Father's Day in the world. I'm not saying he doesn't love you as a kid, right?
Of course he does.
And I'm not saying he doesn't want to see you. He does for 5 minutes. But after that, let him go see his friends. Let him go fishing. Let him do 18 holes. Like, let him go do what he wants to do. That's what you do for your father, right? And if you can be a part of it, be a part of it. If you can't, hey.
Or at least let him go the next weekend. Like I'm cool to spend Father's Day with my kids the whole day, but like the next day or the day after that,
Bro, every day's Father's Day. Like,
let me go. Let me go do something.
Father's Day was invented for like Hallmark and Christmas and whatever else.
Right.
I don't even give a shit
Mother's
about
Day
it.
they go out to eat.
Hey,
Father's Day you better be cooking.
Right. Hey,
yeah,
give him day drinking with the boys.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, all inclusive trip, you and your boys.
Yeah, I don't want to be hateful, but James, your list is shit.
Yeah, but you know what? It's a great list. This is what you don't do. Don't go online and asking like, what do I get
Freaking
my
BuzzFeed.
father for Father's Day?
BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
They probably took like all these like handouts. Like, yes, we will pimp all your shit right here.
Right. Get him
Just
something
give
from
me all your
Snake River
money.
Farms. Get him something from Cambro or Sucklebusters or something that he's going to use and be like, hell yeah. Like, you actually listen and know what I like.
Send him to the strip club.
An Oklahoma
okay.
Joe barrel or
Yes.
Oklahoma Joe like new the 900 Deluxe.
Yeah, the Ryder Deluxe
Ryder
pellet grill.
Deluxe
That's what I'm
pellet
talking
grill.
about.
Let's go.
Get him something
Yeah.
cool. Don't get him a
I'm saying,
freaking grippy slippy.
you know what people do?
Slippy.
And I think we're all guilty of this. We always think what we would want and trying to give a
Right.
present, right? You think it's a really good present and whatever else. But take yourself out of the equation. You're way too close to it. And just figure out what that person of that age and that whatever, like,
Yeah.
that's what,
Right.
what do they want? What
That's
are they
true.
into?
That's 100%
You know what I mean?
true.
Well, it's one of those deals where not everybody can afford to purchase somebody a grill or purchase somebody a trip to go whatever. But what everybody can do is give time and allow that person to have that time to do whatever they want to do.
45 minutes, tops.
Yeah.
Don't.
Minimum.
Yeah. Well, no, tops. I'm sorry, man. Like,
You get 45 minutes, Dad. Then I'm back up your ass.
No. The idea is like celebrate what makes him so great and so good and whatever else, but spend 45 minutes. Like, obviously, if you're going to go to a game, watch a game, right? If you're going to go play golf, play golf. Obviously, it's more than 45 minutes. I'm saying don't be a nuisance more than that.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Limit your nuisance to 45 minutes. Let him have the whole day.
I love it. I love what you're saying.
I love it.
That's great.
And this is a perfect segue into the next segment, which is we don't have a.
No, we have a name for it.
God, we don't have a sound effect for it. We need a sound effect.
These are trending articles that James finds. This is Trendy AF.
What would be a good sound effect for Trendy AF?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyways, I came up with a couple articles, and I didn't come up with them. I just perusing the internet.
This has to be the worst article.
This is pretty bad.
You got to read it, James.
The first one, yes. So, Indian man chops off his own penis for the greater good after smoking weed.
That
Wow.
sounds. Wait, what? I don't understand. What do you mean for the greater good?
And for his own, this guy obviously has some mental health issues, and obviously
Yeah.
he's on other drugs, but
This dude smoked some weed, and then he was like, got like nasty thoughts. Maybe he masturbated or something. He's like, nope, it's got to go. He just cuts it
Pretty
off or
much.
something.
pretty much.
How did you cut it off?
Does it
They
matter?
Did not go
Yeah,
into
it matters.
details.
What do you mean? Does it matter?
What-
yeah,
what
if
it-
he used a hacksaw, it's different than if he used a super sharp.
Lorena
pair of
Bobbitt
pliers?
style.
Right, it's different. Yeah, there's different
Right.
things. Different things matter.
No, not really. The outcome's a thing. If you use a sharp knife, and then I'm like, okay, and you use a pair of pliers, I'm like, damn, you're a tough son of a bitch, right? Vice doesn't really matter. At the end of the day,
It matters to me.
at the end of the day, you still cut your junk off.
You're still dickless.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know how I really feel about that, but but his quote was, "I chopped off my penis for the greater good and to repent my actions." He added, like all I'm thinking to myself, like, what, did you masturbate? Because
Right.
brother, you should have smoked another joint or something. It was going to get better. I don't know what to say to that.
I don't understand it. I got vibes of just what is it, like the Puritan days where everybody's coming over in the Mayflower and just like you walked on the left-handed side of the street.
You
need 40 lashings, and now you sacrifice all your.
you're a
Wiener.
witch.
Now I have all your cows,
Right.
and you're a witch, and now we're burning you.
We're burning you. By the way, I'm taking your land. Bye.
And your wiener.
We're going to eat you. Bye.
You can keep your wiener, but we're taking your land.
And the whole time he's like, "No, not my land." You're like, dude, you're losing your wiener, bro.
Right.
Like, why don't you care about that a little bit? Like, I don't know. This has to be like, did he get like? Is that what it was? Did he see? Because I have not read the article. I'm just
Yeah.
Basically, he
spitballing
just
here.
had tremendous guilt, and that
About
was
what?
his.
Well, something's wrong with him. Then.
Yeah, mental health is obviously huge all across the world.
Yeah, it affects everybody.
Hopefully, that guy gets some help. I mean,
So mad at my song.
What is wrong with people?
I'm gonna go home.
all right, we're moving on. Hey,
Cut my
Can we
penis off.
please?
Can you
Trivia
imagine
AF.
being that mad though? Can you imagine that? Like in
Hey.
disgust of what you've done.
Right.
And you're like,
I've never been that mad at my
and you're
wiener.
like, I'm gonna go home and cut my penis off, and then you actually do it.
Yeah.
And you're like,
That'll teach
well,
him.
Well, that's been done. Now what? You're like, damn, I need medical assistance here.
And we're moving on. And
Okay.
nothing is more exciting than bringing a new human being into this world. The joy
A birth.
of birth.
Yes, love it.
Congratulations to Nick Cannon. He is expecting his 9th kid.
Oh, wow.
And I think he has 2 babies on the way with 2 different baby mamas right now.
Ninth
So,
kid
hey,
with ninth mom.
congratulations.
You know what?
Yeah, congratulations, I guess.
Here's the deal. I did read an article where we're actually having less kids per family, and we're down to there was a ratio 2.1 or something, which I'm not sure how you get to that. But
He's trying to bring it back up.
well, thank God Nick Cannon had another kid. That's all I'm saying. Because
Although he does have 12 different families going, so I don't know how that counts.
I'm just saying.
Well, I was talking
Thanks for populating, bro.
Right, exactly. There's going to be a bunch of cannon babies running around everywhere. I was talking to John earlier. I was like, I was trying to think of what the Seattle Supersonic basketball player, Sean Kemp. I think he had 9 or 12 kids as well,
He had a bunch.
and that broke him. I'm not really sure what he's doing right now, but
He's a greeter at Walmart.
Well, hopefully he has money. But you're right. You're right. Here's the deal. Nick Cannon's still in the public eye. He's still making money doing something. I'm not sure.
yeah.
But hey, good for him. But listen, let me tell you something, man. You might want to get a vasectomy because you're all you're doing is paying thousands and it's like every kid thousands of dollars a month. And that's all it is, right?
Nick Cannon's only 24 years old? He's super young.
He's in the 30s.
I'm just saying, he spit out a lot of kids really quick.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying when
Does
you're
he
rich,
not know how this happens?
No, I think there's just fundamentally we have no idea what it means to be rich, have that kind of money, and when you do, you just spread your seed everywhere. Apparently, and I'm ready for that. I cannot wait to make it big because you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a bunch of Jan babies running around. Just Jan baby, you got a baby, you got a baby.
You're a
and I'm
freaking
like,
idiot.
line up. You want a
wrong
baby?
with you?
I'm
You're
gonna
just like
give
that.
you a baby.
What was
Yes.
that serial
Stupid.
killer? What was that
Yeah.
serial killer where he just like he like flicked it like?
It's
What
like
are you talking about?
John. Is that John Wayne Gacy? Or is that the other one
Like that?
where he had a wife? No, it was the big one. It's the big serial killer. He had a wife, but he never actually had intercourse with her. He just like did it in his hand and then flicked it inside of her, which sounds disgusting when you say it
What
like
the
this.
hell,
Here,
man?
hold on.
Where are we going here?
Hold on.
A
She
little bit
had
off the rails. We'll pull it in together.
multiple childs that way, and at a certain point, she was like, "I guess this is normal," and I'm like, "Oh my god, girl, damn, that just sucks."
No way are we connecting the dots between Nick Cannon and
Serial killers?
serial killers.
But when the shoe fits,
Flick it.
flick it.
We can say in other news today, President Joe Biden had another incident with traveling upstairs on Air Force
Damn it,
One.
that's kind of suck, man.
Yeah.
This
Right.
guy, like,
Yeah.
he's old, right?
Yeah, what's
And-
the record? Air Force 1, 2, Joe Biden 0?
Well,
Yeah.
the caption that I saw is Air Force One stairs are undefeated against President Joe Biden.
Yeah, see, look, that just sucks, man. Because look, he is old. He
Yeah.
is, and he spent his whole life in office. Like, I mean, I don't know what he's done, but he's did his whole life in office. Hey, at a certain point, get a motherfucker an escalator, right?
They're gonna have a little chair. They got
Have-
that chair just
yeah.
riding up Air Force One.
Get him the fucking chair,
little
that
sideways
rides up
chair?
the
thing.
sideways
Yeah.
chair.
This is not political commentary.
Hey.
This shit's just funny.
No, I'll tell you right now. There's other presidents we had that were handicapped. They were in with fucking wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Right. Guess what?
Yeah.
Had a airplane been like the most economical thing to do back then, most likely you just need a chair roll for this motherfucker.
Exactly.
Right.
Joe, you got nothing to prove.
Dude.
Give this dude a hand. Help him out.
Yes. Quit letting him fall.
So damn funny.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love it.
Poor Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe. They're all fucking sleepy.
We did it,
It's
Joe.
true. It's true.
Hey, do we have a barbecue fail today?
We do. We got one. You want to hear it?
Let's do it.
All right. I was waiting for a song or something, but I guess we don't have it. Usually Matt does this, but I'm going to slide us into it. This came from Ben Adams, and it says,
I like that name, by the way.
Okay.
Ben Adams. That's
Yeah.
a very, like,
Cross between Benjamin Franklin and John Adams.
that's a very 1776 name. I was just going to say that, James. Thanks.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he's related to both of them.
He might be.
Yeah. Anywho. Okay, yeah, and he goes by bearded_chef_guy on Instagram. I don't know if he's on other social medias, but that's where we found where we came across him. And this barbecue win/fail is as follows. Picked up a 15-pound brisket and went to work. After slicing, I discovered I trimmed too much in some spots and not enough in others. I think a better boning knife would definitely have helped my efforts next time. I used yellow mustard as a binder and seasoned with coarse black pepper. We'll do more pepper the next time as well. And I used the PS Seasonings, the Barbecue General SPG rub. So he basically did pepper and SPG on this thing. And this was his first brisket ever. I don't know if I mentioned that, but this was his first brisket. He's cooked a lot of stuff. I've seen his page. He does a lot of stuff. I started at 200 degrees on my Rectech and let it cook to 160 IT. Once it hit 160, I bumped it to 250. And once it got to 170 internal temperature, I used the peach paper wrap method.
Yep.
Pulled it off the smoker, let it rest in an aluminum pan in my Cambro Go box for 2 hours. He says next time I'll probably let it rest at least 3 hours. Sliced it up, tasted really good. Passed the bend test, passed the pull test. Already can't wait for next brisket. So this was a barbecue win. And it was his first one. And I actually saw this brisket, and it looked really freaking good. I was pretty impressed for his first brisket.
Benny and the... Hey,
we appreciate you.
I thought this was
sharing the
barbecue
story.
fails.
Barbecue wins, barbecue fails, barbecue stories. You send them in. If we share them, you win.
Guess what? Sucklebusters. Everybody wants some Sucklebusters.
Yeah, that's the picture of the brisket there. I don't know if you
that's
guys can see
brisket.
that. But I'll share this on our website as well, and he is going to win some Sucklebusters. So way to go, Ben Adams.
Hey, congratulations, Ben.
Let me tell you what he may have been a rookie at cooking brisket, but that is a pro move right there. Waiting to 170 to 175 to wrap. Everybody wants to wrap at 160 or 165.
If it ain't ready, it ain't ready.
Hey, here's the deal. When I'm probing it and I'm feeling the texture of the meat, it may be 180 before I wrap.
Oh, for sure.
But let me tell you, this thing's going to be broke down. The muscle's going to be relaxed. It's going to be
Gonna
juicy.
be set up.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, pro tip for y'all guys.
Yeah. So head over to our website to check out that. See if you want to see the pictures of his brisket, check it out. And while you're there, go ahead and check out our swag shop. We've got some killer sweatshirts and shorts. And do we have shorts? We don't have shorts. T-shirts.
We're going to get thongs.
Hey, Father's Day is right around the corner.
That's right.
Get him a Masters of the Brisket T-shirt.
Yep. I am revamping our swag shop, so it may be up by the time this comes out. And there's going to be some new cool shit on there. So if you go over there, there's not new cool shit yet. It'll be there soon.
There it is. Keep looking every day.
GrabTheBrisket.com.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, honestly, guys, this has been fantastic for me, and I've really enjoyed talking barbecue with you.
Peace.
Later, guys.
Thanks, everybody. You've been great.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. We'd like to give a special thanks to Sucklebusters Barbecue Rubs and Sauces, Bolner's Fiesta Spices, CoolieNation Custom Koozies, Cambro Manufacturing, YETI Coolers, the Smoke Sheep Barbecue Newsletter, and Dalstrong Knives. We definitely appreciate your support.